In the 1970s, George C.J. Chagall joined the British military as a soldier and befriended an Indian priest who introduced him to a secret religious sect. The priest then took him to a hidden temple complex accessible only to members of the cult. There, Chagall discovered a mysterious stone slab inscribed with an ancient language long forgotten by civilizations. It was said that only 3 people in all of India could decipher this ancient script, and the priest was one of them. Moved by Chagall's genuine thirst for knowledge, the priest agreed to teach him the language. After years of study, Chagall mastered it and began deciphering the ancient messages on the slab, ultimately uncovering a shocking history of an ancient civilization. According to Chagall's interpretations, there existed a highly advanced civilization called continent tens of thousands of years ago. Around 50,000 years ago, this civilization flourished globally for tens of millennia, expanding its influence across the world and eventually forming a global empire. Chagall proposed that continent spanned the Pacific Ocean, stretching from Easter Island to Guam. Legend suggests it measured approximately 8,000 kilometers east-west and 5,000 kilometers north-south, covering a total area of about 35 million square kilometers. Chagall described continent as an empire with advanced technology, containing 7 cities and housing a population of 64 million people. Despite cultural diversity, different tribes and ethnic groups within the continent remained united under a single government and religion. The rulers of the civilization were called Lala, a name reminiscent of the ancient Egyptian sun god. In Egyptian mythology, Ra was revered as the supreme deity governing the heavens, earth, and underworld. Although Chagall did not explicitly connect the continent's rulers to Egypt's sun god, the shared name inevitably hints at possible connections between the two, indirectly suggesting that the lost continent might have had varying degrees of association with other ancient civilizations. Legend has it that the continent had reached first-tier civilization status, supported by diverse advanced technologies such as anti-gravity spacecraft, natural element control devices, and bioengineering. As the population grew, adventurous residents began exploring beyond their homeland. Among them emerged the Maya people, a group of courageous explorers who ventured far and wide, establishing connections with primitive civilizations elsewhere while sharing knowledge and wisdom from the continent. Over time, the Maya established their unique civilization in Central America, blending ancient doctrines with their own discoveries and innovations to form a highly sophisticated proto-civilization society. As we know, the Maya achieved remarkable advancements in astronomy, mathematics, and architecture, constructing monumental structures like pyramids and observatories that indirectly showcase continent's advanced craftsmanship and heritage. When Chagall deciphered ancient stone tablets, he also uncovered catastrophic events that occurred in the continent approximately 12,000 years ago. This narrative depicts a great civilization teetering on the brink of apocalyptic disaster that would forever alter historical course. On an ordinary day, the earth suddenly trembled with unimaginable force, its surface shaking violently before collapsing. The deafening roar of volcanic eruptions filled the air as ash and smoke obscured the sun. In panic, people across continent scrambled to protect their loved ones and homes. Massive waves surged onto the mainland. Chagall research suggests this catastrophic event likely mirrors the Great Flood recorded in ancient texts and religious myths worldwide. After continent's tragic submersion, survivors who had established colonies globally worked to preserve their heritage while mourning lost homelands. Remnants of continent's descendants can be found in remote regions of Micronesia, America, and southern Japan, where they developed unique cultural imprints on new lands. Easter Island stands as a notable example, its Moai statues standing as silent witnesses to forgotten history. Among these Moai sites, Oahu Akiwai holds special significance. The 7 Moai facing westward toward the sea differ from most inland-facing statues on the island. Scholars believe these 7 statues represent continent's 7 major cities, constructed to face the sunken continent, a tribute to their vanished homeland. The astronomical alignment of the Oahu Akiki stone statues also hints at the advanced knowledge possessed by ancient Mu civilization. During the spring and autumn equinoxes, these statues precisely align with the sun's setting horizon, further supporting the theory that they were constructed to maintain contact with the submerged Mu continent. Another notable site is the South Meldal ruins in the Federated States of Micronesia. This maritime complex consists of nearly 100 artificial islands of varying sizes, forming a unique underwater city. Each island is connected through artificial waterways, creating a sophisticated hydraulic system. These islands were built by stacking basalt blocks on shallow coral reefs and filling them with sand and coral. The basalt columns used as building materials feature beautiful hexagonal shapes that appear artificially processed, resembling human-built blocks stacked together in a distinctive manner. Each island serves specific functions. Some house kings and priests, while others function as ceremonial sites or workshops. The South Meldal ruins also contain numerous megalithic structures using massive stones weighing dozens of tons. However, the exact methods for transporting these colossal stones from quarries and the technologies employed in their construction and carving remain unclear. Some scholars speculate that these advanced techniques might have been inherited from the Mu civilization. Shortly after the sinking of the Mu continent, flood narratives began appearing across the world, documented in myths found in Europe, Asia, the Middle East, and the Americas. For instance, the biblical story of Noah's Ark, the Epic of Gilgamesh, and Hindu tales of demon slaves all share a striking similarity. They depict catastrophic floods that destroyed advanced civilizations. In 1986, Mochiharu Kimura, an emeritus professor at Japan's Ryukyu University, proposed an intriguing theory about the origin of Mu. A diver from Okinawa encountered a massive temple-like structure at a 20-meter underwater cliff off the southern coast of Yonaguni Island. This colossal reef, measuring 60 meters east-west and 100 meters north-south with a height of 25 meters, appeared artificial and featured carved staircases, terraces, drainage channels, and a large stone platform or monument. Following its discovery, reports emerged of similar artificial-looking structures underwater across Okinawa. As a researcher, Kimura created detailed 3D models of these underwater ruins in 2000 and began investigating their distribution patterns across the island. His research revealed several processed stone statues, staircases, and reliefs at Yonaguni's submerged sites, with nearly right-angle staircases and terraces and a distinct road network. He ultimately concluded these underwater ruins were remnants of Mu civilization. Kimura indirectly suggested that Mu was once located in Okinawa. Incidentally, between 1967 and 1970, ancient human bones were discovered at the same site in Okinawa, later named those of the Gangchuan people. These skeletal remains are believed to belong to people who lived in Okinawa approximately between 20,000 and 22,000 years ago, a time frame that coincides with the pre-submergence period of Mu. Additionally, some archaeologists argue that the skeletal features of the Gangchuan people differ from those of ancient Japanese populations, instead resembling those of Australian Aboriginals and New Guinea tribes. If this is true, the Gangchuan people might have been among the first groups to venture out from Mu. Whether through Churchill-Ward's research descriptions, Easter Island's colossal megaliths, the Nambadal site, the advanced civilization of the Maya, or the underwater ruins of Yonaguni Island, all these sites exhibit traces that may be remnants of Mu. However, despite exploring numerous potential Mu-related sites, the truth about the lost Mu remains shrouded in mystery. Some dismiss it as mere mythology, a product of collective imagination. Others maintain it was indeed an advanced ancient civilization that truly existed. What we know is that whether Mu exists or not, it serves as a reference for enriching our world's historical tapestry. It inspires us to delve deeper into our past, constantly questioning and unraveling the many mysteries left by our ancestors.